Oops. Hello. I did not mean to pause the music, but it is conveniently timed because I'm here now. Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing good. The plan is that it's going to be a slightly shorter stream with the goal of beating Transistor today. Got some other stuff I gotta do, so that's why it's gonna be a bit shorter, but it shouldn't be too bad. Why do I feel like my mic is quieter? Hold, please. It's gonna be the same, the levels that it's at. Yeah, that hasn't changed, but for some reason, it looks strange to me on the wave form. Oh, hold up. Apologies if that was exceptionally loud.
That's a wrap.
Yeah. What better way to warm up?
Same beach, but something's different since the last time.
Than with this absurd speed challenge that I have to do.
Ready to go fast?
No, I am not. Oh, it's this too.
On the clock.
They really don't need to out of range. Nice. They really don't need to finish their sentences. They don't need to heal.
You're on.
What if I... Oh, one more? There we go. Nice. The healing is so excessive and unnecessary. Oh, what? What? He has 0 health left. What was that?
Totally worth it.
I don't know why that took me a million years last time. Old friends. Apologies, one moment, please. There we go.
Well, I'm getting restless already. How about you?
I'm okay.
What's new, Luna?
Luna. Woof.
Ready for us, Royce?
I don't think you're ready for this journey.
That, I believe, is the transistor's true purpose. Its true nature.
Wait, can you repeat that? Something back here.
New limiter available. Oh, and I have this.
Asher Kendrill stood for the Camerata's cause to the bitter end.
Could just take this off and add this. Passive slots, max damage increase, and base damage 125. That's not too bad. Potency and effects of most functions. Increase base damage output for each function. Not too shabby.
This is something.
Is it?
There you are. All four of you.
Oh, they obliterated me.
Three still up.
Oh, and I'm healing. Oh, I'm healing so good. That's excellent. And I heal up to 50. Okay. Jeez. Oh, that's not good. What else is there? Do you think I get to play East 10? Not sure.
Who's left?
Probably not. Like, the earliest will be once we get into the new year. Because holiday stuff is already making my schedule kind of weird. It's going to be a short stream today, and then I won't be doing weekday streams for a little bit. It's just going to be Sunday streams. Thanksgiving is this week in the US, so that's already throwing stuff off. So with my current plans, I'm going to beat Transistor hopefully today, and then go on to Pyre. So that'll probably take into the new year, so that'll be like the earliest that I'll get to play it. How you doing today, Mystery? You liking East 10? That soundtrack you posted, that's one song, that one sounded pretty good. It sounds like they're doing really good with the soundtrack for it, so that's already got me kind of hype.
Step back. There.
GG. Oh, Excellent.
Okay, you're almost here. Almost here.
I certainly hope
Ready?
so.
Funny, I'm beginning to get a little nervous. So come on now. Come on.
Asher Kendrill. Definitely the soundtrack does have good stuff. Awesome. But they reuse it for areas, so it's weaker than the other games, but still good. I mean, they reused them in some of the areas. But I can totally understand if it's like a perfect one-to-one, just obvious reuse. Because I think on some of the other ones, they kind of remixed it a little bit, depending on which area you're going into. Gameplay is where the fun is. Awesome. Good to hear. I like it. That is very cool. I'm looking forward to it for sure. I also don't spoil too much. Don't spoil too much. Got rid of the flash dodge. That's a weird change. I know that they changed up a number of things for this system. I didn't look into too much of like the specifics because I want to see what's going on. But the flash dodge that's been a thing for a bit now. That's weird that they changed that up. It's also, ow, rude. It's also nice because you and Nox are going through 10 right now, and so by the time I get around to it, hopefully both of you will have beaten it, and it can be like the good old days when I'm going through an East game for the first time, and you two get to re-enjoy going through it again. Just changed it? Okay. That's cool. 28 male, selections writing and valuation. Reason cited, self-expression. Most children learn to stop asking why, but Mr. Asher Kendrill never outgrew it. His hunger for knowledge and his eagerness to spread it made him a prolific writer who enjoyed a career as a culture and current events editor for OVC. When Mr. Kendrill wasn't busy reporting, he occupied himself studying the history of his city. But the deeper he delved, the more frustrated he became with all the dead ends and contradictions. The facts simply did not add up, so he started piecing together the unwritten history of Cloudbank. He conducted interviews with venerable members of society, those who willingly worked past retirement age or could speak firsthand about the past. The most remarkable among them was his administrator. Was an administrator. When did Nox say he was playing it? He picked it up. I was. It might have been in one of the streams. He might have mentioned in the Discord. I don't remember now, but he did mention that. Because I was giving him a hard time about not having played 9 yet and already picking up 10. So I think he's going through that now. Although, I think he was going through the... he was still doing memories last time I saw him. Or he chatted. So, maybe not going through it just yet, but... That's what, like a month and a half away from now to the new year, which is wild to say out loud. So that should be a decent amount of time to finish that out, or at least get like decently enough into it so that I'm not spoiling things. Use users' total life points. Oh, siphon life points from targets. Okay. I see what's happening here. Do we just do that? What happens if we do this? Base damage, max damage increased. Let's try that out. That could be fun. See, I noticed that I had a bunch in my library that I didn't really notice before. It's like a shared library with some other people too, so I have access to more than I had realized. meaning I get to go through some more of them. / all of them, I guess. Plus, they're really good, really fun games, so I'm having a good time with it too. Well, you're going that way, so we gotta see what's over here.
Everything around us, washing away.
And as is pretty evident with most of the games that I'm playing on
Must be
stream,
the place.
I haven't played them before.
Hi, Royce. If you can hear me.
Welcome. Well, come in, come on. Inside my studio. I'm quite unarmed, as you can see. And it's safe in here, relatively. Safe.
At least for now. Here's the thing. Now, if the transistor doesn't go back in its cradle, then why, you and I both, well, we just won't be anything anymore in a little while. You, me, and the rest of this town. So, please, don't let my work go to waste. I'm being reasonable.
I think East 10 is shorter than the others too.
Full disclosure here, which is, I am positively certain 100% that this will work. Which is, transistor plus cradle equals no more process. No funny business, okay? We'll just take it one thing at a time, one topic at a time.
I don't think I mind that too much, that it'll be a little bit shorter.
If this was all just
Do you
some
mind?
kind of ruse.
I'm trying to talk here. There was actually a really interesting discussion on a podcast that I was listening to recently with Jesse Cox and Dex Bonus, if you know them or know of them, or Dodger. They were talking about how a lot more AAA games are just making bigger and bigger games, but then they're not understanding or not fully realizing the idea that gamers like the idea of bigger games if there is something to do in them rather than just an open, empty expanse with the largest map you've ever seen in a game. So that's another thing actually that another reason that I'm really enjoying binging through these Supergiant games, as you accurately put it. They're a lot more smaller, self-contained stories that are just everything in them is done really well, but in a smaller package. And so I'm really enjoying that rather than like a 200-hour experience, but most of it is just running from one quest to the other because I don't have a fast travel system and I have to like run through these expansive environments that look gorgeous, but there's nothing really to do, and I'm kind of bored with just that running back and forth kind of situation. And then I'm playing on Nightmare, so bosses are taking longer to put down. Yeah, that'll get you. Nightmare for is this the first playthrough? That is bold, if so.
On my part, I mean, how base? Why would I lead you all this way?
Oof. Kudos to
I'll
you.
level with you. Yes, I would like it back. I'd very much, if you must know, but you know what? At this point, I would settle for not being wiped out of existence. I would happily settle for that. Okay, so now I'll wait. If you want me to wait, I'll wait. But the process.
Nightmare does the whole breaks bottles. Oh, I don't like that feature.
Busy.
I get it,
Busy.
but I don't like it very much.
Whenever you're
That's
ready.
one higher than hard, I imagine, if it's like on the same scale as 9 and 8 were.
But I will say no more.
I think I'll probably do hard again. Yeah, okay. Because hard, I think, was a decent level. It wasn't super challenging for 9, but I don't know if I want to, if I'm ready for first run through nightmare level. I'm not sure I'm on that same level that you are yet. Ooh. No, I think I had a thought where I was honestly, aside from a few bosses, this is an easier game than 8 or 9. Oh, okay. I'll probably still start on hard and then maybe do another, like a nightmare run after or something. Who's to say? But something I was just starting to think of was doing a full East playthrough again, and doing some like harder difficulties and things like that, going for some of the not challenge achievements. There we go, achievements that I missed and things. Because I've been wanting to do that. I've also I'm having some issues with my YouTube right now. I haven't been able to upload anything onto my YouTube channel and have it stick for some reason, which is very weird. It keeps on like violating some terms of service. I don't know. I think it's because I'm trying to get my YouTube account verified. Like the Gmail account, the Google account associated with it is verified, but not the YouTube account, I guess. And so since I don't have a verified account yet, I think that's what's preventing me from doing longer VODs. So I'm working on that process, longer videos, I guess. Because you can only do like 15-minute videos if you don't have a verified account. So working on that process. All of that is to say, I would like to get full playthroughs of Ys up on YouTube, like Ys 1, 2, Origins, etc. So I'm thinking about doing another replay through of all of those. Also just because it's a fantastic series and I really enjoy it. And I like it a lot. And I was thinking maybe I do that before Ys 10, but I also really want to play Ys 10. So I'll probably play Ys 10 and then maybe start that. But that's also just like an idea I'm popping around in the old noggin.
This is it then.
Cradle.
Look, no matter what happens, just... I love you. You know that, right? It's time. Bye for now.
Arcane Enemy, yeah.
But I will see you again. I will see you again.
I haven't watched any of Season 2 yet. I really, really enjoyed Season 1, though.
I know you can hear me. I won't let you go. Stay with me. Stay with me.
It ended like just last night, too, I think. I think that was the last bit of it to come
Let's
through.
see. The good news. Well, the process, I think we got it. Contained it. So, the town is going to be all right. It's just, well, someone's going to have to rebuild. But we flew a little close to the flame there, so now we're here, not there. We're stuck. And unfortunately, the only way back that I'm aware of is, well, unpleasant. So,
I don't know.
let's get this over with.
Prepare yourself? That's wild. I was not expecting it to just pop up and be like, prepare yourself. that to me kind of feels like it's heading towards an end times situation. For show. Let's see what we got here. I want retaliate. I want deflecting shield. Let's get this in here and let's add this to it. And then what do we have left? Never quite asked you this before. What's your take on fan service? What do you mean by fan service? Like anime fan service of super scantily clad women and super buff boys? Or fan service of like Star Wars where they keep on putting Luke Skywalker and everything? Kind of thing. Oh, I have 2 passives over here. Oh, jeez. I think this is it. Both? I guess my answer is kind of the same to both of them. I have thought about each of them individually before, but I guess it kind of boils down to the same kind of answer. I don't mind it if it's not excessive. So like for Star Wars, for example, where they have to put like every single show or movie or anything that they have now seems to have Tatooine and a Skywalker adjacent thing, even if it has nothing to do with the trilogies era. It could be like a completely different remote, like the Mandalorian show. They had to have a aged down Luke Skywalker just show up in the Mandalorian for some reason. So like that was a bit too much, but there's definitely, as always, I can't think of examples right now. But there's plenty of games out there and a number that I've streamed and we've stopped and kind of talked about it where it was like, oh, that was a really cool nod to this game, or that was a really nice reference to X, or like there was a game that I just played that they did this and they did it really, really well. And I was complimenting them for it and I can't remember now, which is sad and unfortunate, but where it's like, oh, you're clearly referencing Mega Man here and you're doing it in like this nice, respectful, honorable way. That kind of fan service I appreciate more because it's done more in like a cool moderation level. And I guess the same thing as like anime fan service where it's like, yeah, I mean, attractive people, like objectively attractive people are objectively attractive. So I don't mind looking at attractive people, but if it's like done way too over the top and just kind of like weird, there's definitely easily a point where it gets to that. Was it Wonder Boy? It might have been Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy definitely had some levels that were inspired by some other games, but especially in the fan made ones, but I don't think they did any references. And now I can't remember what I played before Wonder Boy. Oh wait, no. I was thinking Levelhead. Sorry, not Wonder Boy. So that answer in terms of Levelhead, Wonder Boy. No, Wonder Boy didn't do it either, because Wonder Boy was a remake of like Genesis era game. So I don't think it had any references in it. At least not more modern references. I don't remember now. I guess I could like pull up. Oh gosh, I forget that it does that all the time. which is unfortunate. Let's see here on my creator dashboard. Content. Let's see what I've played recently. Oh, there was the Toem. It wasn't Toem. Little Nightmares? Oh, they're getting rid of avatars? Oh my gosh. That's wild. I actually think it might have been Little Nightmares. Maybe. Sorry, now I'm just getting lost in all of the weird back end stuff that Twitch shows you. Oh, that was for okay. Yeah, I'm getting lost in the analytics and the data over there. Yeah. So like cool nods done tastefully. The one example that pops up into my head every time I think about this kind of topic is in Dishonored: Death of the Outsider. On top of one of the buildings, there's a campfire that some guards would have been sitting at. There's some chairs next to it and like a little campfire bonfire going. And it's got one of the guards' swords stuck into it like a Dark Souls bonfire. Like it's looks exactly like a Dark Souls bonfire. And so it's like, oh, that's a cool little like fan service-y-ish nod. That one's like a very small, tame, light example, but something like that. I like those kind of things. There's a point, and I don't know if I can clearly define that point, but it's one of those where it's like, you know when you crossed it kind of thing. Is there something that you're playing or looking at that made you think of that question?
Who gets to go first?
Or just kind of a in general thing?
Me.
Me, it's kind of, I'm kind of tired of seeing YouTuber thumbnails having those type. Oh yeah. There's definitely, that's another really good example, and another, again, a kind of a different direction of what one of the ways that fan service is used as a term. But there are some thumbnails where it is very clearly they designed it to be a clickbait thumbnail, clickbait title, clickbait thumbnail, all the things. And I really hate that sometimes they still get me with them. Honestly, they still do. And then I click it and it's like, why is Dragon Age Veilguard the worst game that had ever existed in an entire world? And then there's some weird thumbnail of like some dragon chomping the head off. Anyway, and they'll get me, and then I'll watch it, and they'll be like, well, I actually kind of enjoyed my experience with it mostly, but there was this one quest that I really hated, and so I'm going to rant about that for 20 minutes on this video. It's like, that doesn't mean that it's the worst game ever. What do you, like, you got me. Grr, shakes fist. Isn't that right, Sprout? Yeah. But yeah, there's a bunch of other, like, there's loads of different kinds of thumbnails and things out there that are misleading and so stupid, and especially the ones that were like a lot more popular in the early like 2010s, like a specific thumbnail style that did really well in the early 2010s, but people are still trying to use it now. And apparently analytically it still does help their videos somewhat, but I agree with you completely. I'm like, come on, like, we can move past this now. Aren't we a little beyond this? Oh. Oh, this is weird. Overkill. Second chances too. Oh, because he gets his stuff too.
Hey, Transistor. Only one of these is good for the return trip. Let's see if it'll be yours or mine.
This is a very interesting final boss fight. It's cool. Take Stellar Blade, for example. I know the fan service sold the game, yeah, but for me, it wasn't that. It was the gameplay and the music that sold me. And people tend to forget those qualities over something that gets old. So, yeah. Yep. One of my biggest gripes with Stellar Blade, I haven't played the game for full context and everything, full disclosure. But the like no armor or whatever mode it is, you wear a specific suit that's basically just a skin colored bodysuit, and it basically looks like you're running around as a naked cyborg lady. And that's actually the hardest way to do it, if I understand it correctly, because it's like it takes away a bunch of your defenses and maybe makes you a little bit faster. I don't really know. But it's like a way to do very difficult runs. And so that's the way that most people are like marketing their streams and their YouTube videos and stuff now, where it's like, oh, this is the hardest way to play the game. And it's just like the main character of Stellar Blade's butt on the thumbnail because they're in basically naked mode. And then you're just looking at her butt the entire time. And yeah, it's just used as like an over-sexualized way to be like, hey, but maybe we could actually play the game and listen to the music and like it's actually really good. Yeah, it's really unfortunate that in a similar vein I feel like they crossed the line a little bit in most of the elements of the game. I don't think they crossed the line. They're definitely flirting with the edge of it a whole bunch, but I don't think they went over it. And then the community kind of took it over the line with their interpretation, I suppose, and their like the way that they went along with it. Crosscode did. Oh yeah, that's a fantastic example. Yes. How did Crosscode not come into my mind? That's a perfect example of they did so many really cool references and so many like subtle nods and different things. And yeah, yes, absolutely. I need to ingrain that into my brain as the example that I need to go to. It'll help if I have like a specific example, Sonic the Hedgehog. It's super early. It's not really spoilery in any capacity. I think that's perfect. Thank you, Mystery. that is the example I need to go with instead of, I mean, I don't think the Dishonored one is that bad, but I like the Crosscode one a lot better because they did a whole bunch of references, and they're like really subtle and like really well done, and it just ties in and works with the world so well. That's a good one.
Okay, that hurt. Again.
Can you see me? That's cheating, Royce.
You know, I truly thought, how could the Transistor be anything other than one of a kind? But I've been wrong about a lot of things here.
It is one of a kind. I've got the correct one.
Job of having theories, being right sometimes, and also being wrong.
Hey, that's my trick. You can't steal that, okay? Oh. Oh, boo.
Remarkable. How are you doing this, Red? Reading my mind?
I literally was just about to hit it, you jerk. Bracket.
Impossible. No.
GG's.
God, please don't be God, please. Don't.
GG's.
We got away. Red, we got away. Now you're here. And me. And that's it.
Is that it?
Look at this. This whole town. I guess it's yours now. A blank canvas. And you still have the brush. Better you than the Camerata. So where do you want to start? Head back to your place in High Rise. Fit some gold walk.
A little self-indulgent with some of the art here, don't you think?
Joints in the canals. What are you thinking?
That's why I don't watch ecchi anime, because they ain't for me and will usually be forgotten after. Yeah, I understand that. I also do understand that there is a market for some of that. I agree, it's not for me.
Hey. that's not me. Not anymore. I'm still with you, but I'm not getting out of here. Red? Hey. What are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? Red. Don't you do it. Don't you dare. Don't do this. Please. If you do this. Red, please don't. Wait. Red! Red. What did you do? No, Red, no. No.
Seconds march into the past. Moments pass, just like that, they're gone. The river always finds the sea, so helplessly, like you'd find me. We are paper boats.
That was intense. I was not expecting that. Aw. I think it's like this was the only way she could ever get her happily ever after now. Because Mr. Unknown was trapped in the transistor. And she also lost her voice and wasn't able to get it back. And it doesn't seem like it was just like a sickness losing her voice. And so, if they're both in the transistor, then they can just be together in whatever kind of reality they want to have.
Hi.
Hey.
Yeah. GG's. Ashford Barrett. That was a really cool game. I like that one. I understand some people bouncing off of it when it first came out because it is a very different style with like using the turns and having to use a bunch of resources and then like create a build in different ways. Yeah, I think unfortunately, it is like I was saying at the start. I don't know if you were in the stream yet or not, but today's going to be begin recursion, exit to shell. Restart the story, retaining your user level and functions. The process will respond in kind. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's cool. Oh, that just closed it completely. I was not expecting that. I think I'm going to hang around for a little bit longer. Sorry, I was in the middle of a sentence. It's going to be a shorter stream anyway. I didn't know how much I had left in Transistor, especially because the challenge that I started with was the challenge that was giving me a very hard time at the end of last stream. And then I beat it in like 1 or 2 tries today, and it was super easy. So I was expecting that to take a whole lot longer, and like I said, I didn't know how much was left. But it is going to be a shorter stream, so probably not too much more going on here today. And the holidays and such are going to make streams a little weird, so it's probably just going to be Sunday streams for a little bit. Super Giant Sunday. And we're going to be moving on to Pyre next. That'll be cool. I think. I know very, very little about Pyre. I know it's like one of their like least, people don't really like it as much. And the 2 Steam friends that I have that played it for 28 minutes and 2.8 hours. So, and one of those is a Super Giant mega fan. So I don't know what this is really gonna like boil down to. Wow, that took almost 10 hours for me to beat Transistor. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't know much about it. My plan is to beat Pyre though. I want to know what it is that's going on with it, why people aren't liking it as much, what's the deal here. Or just be like, "Oh, you're all just fools and weak. You can't handle what the rock is cooking." I guess I can like start it up and make sure everything's good to go for next week while we're here just kind of hanging out. From my understanding, it's kind of a sports game. Which right off the jump is a very different style than their other stuff. I think I watched a trailer for it somewhat recently, and it probably has some sort of story elements to it. Or anyway, it's not like that line isn't straight, is it? Am I going crazy? See, issue we always run into. Progress has not yet been saved and shall be lost. Not my progress. For no reason at all. Why does Steam make me deliberately like go into the settings and be like, yes, please use my controller, my PlayStation 5 controller? I think it's a PlayStation 5 controller. Please use my controller. Even though it's like not a supported controller, just switch it to Steam input mode, please. Like it shouldn't be that difficult. There is a versus mode. Oh, get the soundtrack. See what else we got here. Options. I always do the brightness a little bit brighter than it recommends. Because my eyeballs appreciate it. Subtitles on, move list, sure. Hurry text. Okay. Vibration on. Aim assist. I don't think I'll need that. A solid understanding of the rights. Interact to change this. Shall have surpassing prowess in the rights. I don't even know what the rights are. Reduced standard. So let's just stick with standard for now. We'll learn more of that as we play. Oh, can I do borderless? Full screen borderless? What? That's weird. 1920 by 10. Why is it off now? That is... Why would you do that? Also, that's very weird because it's 19 by 20. Like, it's... Oh, it's not taking my full monitor. Why is it sitting behind my taskbar? That's so weird. Guess we'll just go full screen. Has it always had that little bar up at the top and I just haven't noticed? Francés. Deutsch. Español. I don't know. I want to say this is Japanese, but I could be wrong. Okay, we need to... Wait a minute. Squints. Alright, I'm going to open that again now. Just to make sure. Oh, another thing that I think is kind of cool. I played the, what is the name of that game now? Dynasty Warriors. No, not Dynasty Warriors. What is the name of that game? I just played the demo this weekend. Is it Dynasty Warriors? Dynasty Warriors Origins? That looks okay. Hold, please. Dynasty War. Yeah. Dynasty Warriors Origins. I played the demo this weekend. It was pretty fun. The final boss was incredibly frustrating, but I had no idea what I was getting into.
Guardian of Peace, you have crossed paths with men who may one day bring about order. Until then, you must adapt to the chaos and find a way to survive. So choose your path wisely. Go forth and learn what it means to be a hero.
You claim to strive for justice, but have no way to achieve it. Tearing down the system without providing an alternative is mere wanton destruction.
Yeah, the demo kind of hopped you right into, like, the middle of the story, so I had no idea what was going on.
The die has been cast. All that remains is to see this through.
Oh yeah, there was a bunch of stuff like that. Oh, that was so cool. Oh, that trailer makes it look really cool. I was already pretty interested in it, but now that looks pretty nice. I'm into it. I am into some of that. Boom. Oh yeah, they did this weird Assassin's Creed Syndicate update so that it's 60 FPS on consoles now. That was unexpected. Was not prepared to see that. What's this? Spiritmancer. That's a kind of cool name. Bionic Bay. Ambiance trailer. That's a VR game. That we need to check out the trailer for sure. Callisto Protocol PS5 Pro announce trailer. What are they announcing? That it's going to be on the PS5 Pro? That's weird. Official Season 1 launch. I realize that I'm just staring off into the distance right now. I'm pulling up some trailers. I'm like, East 10 Nordics is comfort food for the Switch. What does that even mean? You know what? Let's pull it up. It's a 7-minute IGN chat. Don't wake the beast. All right. Let's go ahead and pull some of these up. Spiritmancer had a cool name. I don't know anything about it, but this is kind of cool.
Sebastian.
Okay.
Mary.
All right.
Demon hunters lost in the inferno with the power of Spiritmancer. They can capture demon spirits and summon them into battle. To find their way home, they need to fight against the army of the Demon Queen and save the world. We are demon hunters from the human realm. If any of you in the Inferno want to live another day, don't get in our way.
I was gonna say, I hope this doesn't like try and take itself too seriously, but it doesn't seem like it is, which is good. I like the idea of needing to kill some of the enemies in order to gather their essence in order to summon it. That's kind of cool.
Or the demon hunters.
Yeah, you are.
I got this. Spiritmancer, out now.
Yeah, it is. PlayStation. Once again, name sounded cool. Ooh. Kind of reminds me of like some Flash games back in the day. Oh, Fantastic by Co Carnage, thank you. You have my attention. I'm interested in what this world is. You have more of my attention? What is this technique you're using? What is this that's happening? Interesting. I don't know how it works with like how you choose what you're switching with, but it is some very cool art. Sonic Bay. That's pretty cool. The best trailer that we're going to watch, though. The Care Bears are back. What did I open? Over 200 levels? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at all these mini games they've got. He looks so high. Play with all your favorite bears. Build a scrapbook together. Form a conga line on the disco dance floor.
Care Bears, unlock the magic.
Why was that the only thing that was voiced?
PlayStation.
Dante's Ring. All right.
A contingent being is a being which has not in itself the complete reason for its existence. That's what I mean by a contingent being.
Arkansas. 6 states hit by
200
tornadoes
miles
over the
southeast of
weekend.
Manila,
Frozen
the
28
Neon volcano has erupted for the first time in 10 years. Clouds of pebbles mingle with a sluggish, drifting fall of smoke. All held upward from the gaping mouth of hell. Our cameraman flying at 8,000 feet shows the ultimate of fight.
Responsibility lies on the shoulders of
What is this? That's all we're getting, huh? Wishlist now on Steam. Let's see. Dante's Ring game. What is this? Early access action adventure action roguelike. Face the forces of nature during a volcanic eruption and walk the fine line between two worlds on a mystery-filled island. Descend into the depths of hell to save as many lost beings as possible in an anti-combat action RPG. Interesting. Okay. Okay, you got my attention, Dante's Ring. I'm gonna speed this up.
And what else have you been up to?
The thing I really am stoked to talk about, I am a Geese sicko. I love the Geese games. That's spelled Y-S, if you don't know. I fell in love with them pretty late with Geese 8 Lacrimosa of Donna, which is incredible. I didn't like Monster Knox quite as much, but I've been playing Geese 10 Nordics, which is on the Switch. Freaking great. I like this game. This is where, like, I'm not really into, like, people are like, oh, you're not a Xenoblade person, whatever. This is, like, as close to liking Xenoblade as I get with, like, all of the complex RPG systems and the slashy sword stuff. I'm so into this. It's the ongoing adventures of this redhead guy named Adol Kristen, who is the hero of almost every Ys game and is just constantly sinking ships and getting into trouble. He in this one, he sort of through a series of events ends up on this island with a bunch of, like, Norse Viking piratey guys and sort of shackled magically to this young woman who seems to have some sort of destiny that connects to him in whatever way. And you go off on adventures and you fight guys and you do, like, cool parkour stuff.
I'm trying not to watch what the gameplay they're looking at.
The music is phenomenal. I think the entirety, every single Ys game has just
an
unhinged good soundtrack. Just really wailing on those guitars and violins. Yeah, it's really good. I'm like a couple hours in. I'm having a great time. I'm excited. I'm probably gonna play like 60 hours of this or however many hours it has, and just eat it up. It's comfort food. It's like chicken pot pie.
All right, it's getting a little bit too much spoiler territory, and I'm trying to avoid that video in the corner as much as I can, but it was difficult.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this cliche situation. It was meant to be a foolproof get-rich-quick scheme. These don't always work.
Ooh.
Right? Alright, it took some practice, but each time I came back stronger. More prepared. Okay, so maybe not get rich quick, but get rich eventually.
Ooh.
Some really nice folks on the surface. And underground.
This is cool.
There it is. Do not make a sound. Shit! So yeah, lesson learned. Stay shush.
Oh.
It doesn't always pay off. And finally, don't wake the beast.
Huh. That's cool. I like these like like focused on non-combat kind of situations and roguelike element, both of them, it seems like. That's pretty cool. I'm into it. I'm interested to see more what we got going on. I think that's where I'm going to call it for today, though. Unfortunately, as I said, it is shorter stream time, weird stream schedule stuff, holiday weirdness and things as such are happening. Next stream is going to be next Sunday, December 1st. Oh my gosh, look at that. Already into December. No weekday streams. Normally I stream Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, but it's just going to be next Sunday, 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern start time, as per usual. And we're going to go on to Pyre, some more Super Giant Sunday shenanigans. Yeah. Thank you to any and everyone who stopped by the stream today, whether you were here for just a little bit or hanging out with us the whole time, whether you were lurking or stopped by to chat with us. I very greatly appreciate it. It is very cool of you. You do not have to spend any of your day here, but I appreciate that you choose to spend any amount of it with me. I don't think there's anything else. Thank you again very much, everyone. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.